Good evening, YouTube family. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Pip Getterz YouTube channel. I am Professor Pip. Today is January 8th, 2023. I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for stopping by. This week, we're going to look at some things that may help us out. The dollar. Some of you that do not know, some of you may know the dollar took a little hit last week. Okay. Our employment or unemployment, however you want to look at it, our news came in last week and the dollar took a little hit. So this week, we want to look at some opportunities in the dollar and see how we can best look for some good setups. Okay, so we can look at some good setups for the dollar and also maybe some gold. So don't move. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, so as I told you before we went to our little commercial break, the dollar took a hit. As you can see, last week, the dollar took a tumble, okay, after U.S. job report. The dollar got weak last week. For some of you that don't know, I'm going to play a little clip for you real quick so you can get just a little bit of a small understanding of what's going on.
The #1 Forex broker. The Fed is raising the interest rates, signaling trading opportunities in the U.S. dollar. The last time the Fed started raising interest rates in 2015, Euro-US dollar saw its average daily move increase from 83 pips per day to 120 pips per day over the next 6 months, a rise of nearly 50%. If history repeats itself this time around, the Forex market could offer opportunities for prepared traders in the coming months. Use our expert analysis and diversify your trading.
Now, as you heard, the dollar has gotten weak, and the last time I did this, there was some good setups for some good returns, okay? The dollar took a plunge last week off our employment, so what we're going to do is look at some charts. We also have our own homemade recipe of relative strength that we do ourselves in-house. And in that, we see that the U.S. dollar has gotten very weak, okay? You see the dollar is at 0 zeros, and these are time frames, okay, for those that don't know. We got a 0, 0, 0, and 1 and 1. So right now, the dollar looks like the weakest currency, if not one of the weakest currencies currently. Okay, so the dollar is very weak. So what we want to do this week is probably look at some dollar pairs and see if we can find some setups that maybe help us out. So we're going to look at a couple charts. As you can see, the U.S. Swiss has been dropping already for a few weeks. Okay, several weeks actually, it's been dropping already. So the dollar has already been taking a hit, as well as the U.S. CAD. So if you can see, Friday, the U.S. CAD took a nice big hit. So it looks like this week the dollar is already falling. Okay, the dollar's already falling this week. So we're going to look at some dollar pairs this week, the U.S. yen also as well. All right, now the yen has also weakened up. So and pay close attention to this U.S. yen pairs. But main focus this week is dollar pairs. All right. And as you can see, we have the New Zealand dollar going up. Now, for those that don't know, currencies come in a pair. Okay. There's always two currencies in a pair. And the dollar in this New Zealand dollar is the quote. So in a pair, the first pair is the base and the second pair is the quote. So we got a base and a quote. And being that the dollar is the quote, that means the currency is going to go up because this currency in front, which is the base, is stronger than the quote. So price is going to go up. All right. Just to give y'all an understanding a little bit, the U.S. is the base currency and the Swiss is the quote. So that means the dollar's in the front, which means it's going to go down. All right. The U.S. CAD, that means the dollar is going to go down because the dollar is in the front. It is the base currency and the CAD is the quote currency. All right. We have US CAD. Now for the New Zealand dollar, it's going to go up. Okay. Base quote. The pound dollar. Okay. The pound is the base currency. The dollar is the quote. So price is going to go up. All right. So price is going to follow the front currency, which is the base. We also have the euro dollar. All right. So if the dollar is getting weak, any currency with the dollar as a quote is going to go up. in any currency with the dollar as the base is going to go down. All right. So give you guys an understanding about that, the base and the quote. So we're looking at dollar pairs to continue to go up. All right. We have the euro dollar as well. We also have the Aussie dollar. I actually traded the Aussie dollar myself last week. So it looks like the dollar pairs have switched from the downtrend to an uptrend. Okay. The dollar pairs have been going up for the last few weeks. Euro dollar as well. And also the pound and Aussie dollar. Now, when you're taking some of these trades, you want to wait for a price to retrace and come back to you, or a price to come back. You don't just want to jump into the chart. All right. So it's just like if you were buying something in a store, in a mall, you want price to come to you. What I mean by that is you want price to drop. You want maybe a clearance. You want price to go on. You want it to go on sale. So if you see TV, a pair of shoes, a pair of sneakers, or a watch, or anything that you want to buy, it could be chicken cutlets. Remember, mom would see the coupons. Coupons would bring price to you, plus the sale, the circular that would come in the newspaper. For those that remember those days, that would help price come to you by it being on sale or you having a coupon. All right. So you always want price to come to you so you don't pay wholesale or premium price. I mean, retail. You want to pay wholesale. You don't want to pay retail. All right. And smart shoppers buy things so they can even make a profit and sell it somewhere else. So you always want to buy something wholesale, not retail. All right. So you always want to let price come back down into the week or into the day and then come back to you. Okay. As you can see, price come back up, come back, and then go up, come down a little bit, and then go up. So you want to wait for price to retrace. And that's what we call retracing. So this week, I'm looking for the Aussie dollar to retrace, maybe, and a couple other pairs to retrace. Also, those that don't know, I'm going to give you an explanation of correlation. If the price of the dollar is dropping, commodities like gold may go up. Okay, so a lot of times when people lose faith, or if the value of a currency is dropping, such as ours, and a lot of us know that the value of our currency has been decreasing for a while, people will buy gold, okay, the actual commodity, and trade gold. If we look at a gold chart right now, gold is screaming through the roof. Okay, so gold is getting more expensive. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. Also, you can actually buy gold bullion if you want. You can go to a website, you can Google bullion, gold bars, and actually invest in gold, the actual metal. Okay, not just in a chart, but you can invest and buy some gold yourself. Doesn't take much time. You just Google it and find a few companies that sell you gold. They'll ship it straight to you. If you want, leave a suggestion or leave a comment, and I'll send you some that I look at from time to time. And maybe you can look and see some people also buy silver. Okay, so when sometimes a currency loses value or people lose faith in a currency, people will look at actual metal currency because of the value of metal currency or metal, period. And people usually trade them in the futures market as well. All right. So if you look at gold, it looks like it's going to do more of an uptrend as the coming weeks come. All right. So the fact that the dollar is getting weak, we want to pay close attention to other things like gold, and also looking at positions that we can take against the dollar. All right. If we look at the U.S. CAD, the U.S. CAD is dropping right now. All right. As you can see, the U.S. CAD has been going up for a while. So our gas prices were going up for a little while as well, because the CAD was a little strong. The dollar was a little strong as well. But as you can see, the U.S. CAD is dropping, and you might start to see the gas prices change. All right, as well. So we want to pay attention to this U.S. CAD drop, see how far it drops. All right. And also, for those that don't know, the Canadian dollar, or the CAD, loonie, major export outside of Canada is oil. Okay. So a lot of times when people see situations in a currency pair, people will actually trade the actual export of that country. So let's say the major export again out of Canada is oil. Instead of trading the actual CAD currency, people will trade the commodity that Canada exports, or Swiss, or the Aussie, or the New Zealand. Their major export is gold. Okay, so how gold is strong right now, you would also see the fact that the New Zealand is strong. Let's go look at our relative strength. The New Zealand's getting strong and the Aussie's getting strong because their major exports are gold. And what's oppositely correlated to gold is the dollar. So when gold gets strong, the dollar gets weak, and vice versa. It's because sometimes people lose faith in the dollar. When the dollar weakens, they'll shift their money into something that's going to hold its value while something else decreases in value. Called correlation. You can look it up. Okay. A lot of people trade off market correlation. So it's always good to have this type of education and know this type of information so that you can take advantage of situations in the market. Okay. So as we can see, gold is going up as well as the Aussie. Also, the euro dollar. Sometimes if you look at the euro dollar and you look at the Dixie, okay, it looks almost the same. All right. So it's always good to look at things before you jump in them and also study. As I was telling students a long time ago, looking at this stuff or looking at news is like taking a test or an exam, but it's an open book exam. So it would make passing the test a lot easier if your professor or your instructor allows you to take an open book exam, because now you see the answer, okay, or you're able to find the answer. So sometimes finding the answer in the news will allow you to pass the trading test, if that makes any sense. Okay, so always stay abreast of what's going on in the news and paying attention to what's important instead of what's not important. All right, so this week, if I'm not going to be here all night, I just wanted to do this because I told you guys I'd do this weekend. And I just wanted to let you know what we're going to be looking at this week as far as analysis is concerned, and also update you on what's going on with our economy and our currency. As you can see, as I showed you before, our currency, our dollar is weak right now. So looks like all the other currencies are a little bit stronger. So I'm going to be looking at some New Zealand dollar, maybe, and some Aussie dollar. All right, so I'm going to be looking at currencies where the dollar is the quote, all right, and another currency is the base. Looks like the New Zealand and the Aussie dollar might be reigning supreme at the moment, okay, which will also help gold. Gold is going up right now as we speak. All right, so pay attention to the Aussie dollar, pay attention to the New Zealand dollar this week, and also maybe some pound dollar. Looks like it's ready to go itself. Remember, don't just jump into anything. Wait till it retraces. Wait till price comes to you before you just jump in any trade randomly. All right. People that buy market is like, you know how when you go to a restaurant and you might see crab legs or you might see lobster and it says market, or some of you may see snapper at a restaurant and it says market. That means you don't care what the price is. And that's what trading by market is. It's like, oh, I don't care what it is. Doesn't matter. So most smart shoppers usually don't buy stuff at market. You want to wait for price to come to you where you can make a profit. Okay, being patient. All right. So I'm going to get out of here now. Just wanted to let you guys know this week that the dollar's looking kind of crazy. And if you're into trading or you're trading Forex, you may want to look at some of these dollar pairs. And also pay a little bit more attention to the economy as we're in 2023. Okay, if you have any questions or if you want to ask anything, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that button, leave suggestions. The suggestion box here at Pip Getterz is always open. And also tell a friend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe again. And also, I'm Professor Pip. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.